third time's a charm. What's up everybody, Jeffrey McAvoy here. So good of you to be back. What have we here? A brand new format and a brand new video introducing my brand new Triumph T140V. Now this is obviously not a new bike, but it has been a bit of a dream of mine to one day own such a motorcycle, mainly due to the fact that my late father used to have one. So it's a bit of a trip down memory lane. And as you know, I recently sold my BMW 5 Series, regretfully. Oh, hello. And I was able to, the timing was perfect for the purchase of this motorbike. So, very thankful for that. An absolutely marvelous bike, cracking in fact, in a sense that this one is a, believe it or not, one owner motorcycle. I actually have the original purchase invoice from 1978, and this bike seems to have some genuine low mileage. We're at 4,600 now. Lacks a 6th gear. So it's a bike which has been very well maintained so far, and I'm definitely going to keep on doing so and keep it in an original condition as much as I can, save for the color of the tank. This is polychromatic blue, I think they called it, and I would like to have mine in red, as was the Triumph of my late father. So I know that it's not specifically period correct. This is the American spec with the high handlebars, which makes for a very comfortable position, I must add. And yeah, so my father's bike was a 1976, I believe. It still had the gearbox on the right hand side, the gear change on the right hand side, and this one already has it on the other side. I guess it was a way for Meriden to try to chase down the Japanese motorcycles which were being imported profusely into the UK at that time. So this T140 was already aging by that time. To put things in perspective, you had the Honda CB 750s at the time, which were 4 cylinders, and those had quite amazing performance for the time. This was an aging frame with an aging engine, but still, it's some British engineering, and I love it. The amount of torque this thing has is really surprising. I knew as a twin cylinder it would be very torquey, and I do remember pottering around with my father when I was a little kid. He just propped us up on the tank and we would hold onto the handlebars. It was crazy. He'd never dare do that these days, and still that's how I grew up, sitting on the tank of a Triumph T140V. Blazing through country roads right now. Hope I'm not overdoing it. I'm not too used to this bike. I'm already on fuel reserve, so hope I have enough. There's a petrol station right there, mind you, but I'll chance it. Whatever. Oop, got the sun on my face, can't see a thing. Still recording, yes. So this is pretty much a childhood dream, I must say, because the sight of the bike brings back fond memories of times past. And well, the fact that I sold my BMW, it was, I mean, everything was just at the right time. Everything was right. Well, I saw this bike on the market only a few days after selling the Beamer, and well, I was able to finance it straight away. So I went to see the bike, had a chat with the bloke. Very nice chap, by the way, whom I salute if he's watching. Doubt it, but you never know. And yeah, we sort of got along together, and this bike used to belong to his late father, and he reluctantly sold it, understandably so, but as the saying goes, you can't keep them all. So here I am, proud owner of a beautiful Triumph Bonneville. Never say never, people. Work hard and chase your dreams. One day they will come true. How are you liking the format of this video so far? It's quite new. I hope you're enjoying it. Let me know what you think in the comments. Would you like to see more of this, or not? You don't care? I don't know. Let me know. I am genuinely interested. I'm doing this for you guys. This thing pulls relentlessly. How did these people do the ton back in the day? They had balls of steel. Not this time. Not this time. Man, that was insane. That was something. I had never felt anything like it. Oh goodness, I've got goosebumps. This is wow. It just pulls relentlessly. It does not stop. Although I did notice a bit of a flat spot when you open the throttle, so I think it's running a little too lean on when you're coasting. Like right now, if I were to blip the throttle, it sort of stutters. So when you open wide, it's slightly too lean for a fraction of a second, and then the AMOL Mark 1s do their thing. Other than that, this bike is sure-footed, most definitely, especially since I realigned the rear wheel, which was way off. I mean, the first time I took it for a ride, I didn't dare go too far because I felt it was kind of wonky. I thought initially that the frame was bent, that it had been crashed or whatever, but that's not the case. This has genuinely been very well kept. And the rear wheel was very much out of alignment, and there was a problem with the rear brake caliper as well, which had been improperly mounted, so it was dragging phenomenally. See the amount of torque this thing have. I didn't even have to drop a cog. Just ring the throttle and you're gone. This is the life, man. This is the life. Here, let me just stop here. I'll give you guys a closer look. Idling beautifully right now. So already, first thing I did obviously was change the oil. This is the oil and frame system. I'll show you how all of that's done. I adjusted the valves as well. I removed the chokes. Did a few things to it. Straight off the bat, there's really nothing like wrenching on your own bike to get to know it. Thankfully, I'm a professional, so, and I have technical data and whatnot, so. Ain't that something? Right, off we go. There's a nice little bit stretch of road here ahead. I'll just shut my mouth and let you guys enjoy. Marvelous, marvelous. I hope you like that as much as I do. That was really nice. I am ecstatic to have had the opportunity to acquire this very motorbike at this specific time. Quite nice. So, thinking of you, Dad. Miss you every day. Just so nice to be able to potter around, and the sensations that you get compared to a more recent motorcycle like the BMW K1200 RS that I have, for example, in 1997. There are only, well, literally 20 years apart, and yet it is a world of difference. You can't imagine. Now, I was not even able to do the ton with this motorbike, hence why I'm perfectly happy with showing this kind of content with you guys, because I'm just pottering about. I I would never dare do that with the BMW, because I would I'd always be pretty much in excess of any reasonable speed. Whereas with this, you can just potter about and enjoy life for what it is, you know. What is life? Ha! I think this is as good as it gets. As good as it gets for now. Now, if you want to go all philosophical, there is a brilliant channel which I strongly suggest you stop by and visit. It's called Songs from the Saddle. It's ran by a British gentleman. Don't know his name though, but he seems like a very nice man, and I do genuinely hope that we get to meet one of these days, because he has really interesting content. He also has a Triumph Bonneville T140E, mind you, from 1979, if my memory serves me correctly. So there are quite a few differences with this one, but yeah, no, it's quite nice. So go check out his channel, most definitely. Songs from the Saddle, fantastic. Marvelous, absolutely marvelous. I really do hope that you are enjoying this video as much as I am. I'm really happy and looking forward to be able to share this motorcycle with you. It means a lot to me, it really does, and I genuinely hope that they're going to like it and enjoy it with me. For those of you who don't specifically own one, maybe to enjoy, you know, a bit of a midsummer evening ride with me, like so. And for those of you who do own such a piece of historically significant technology, you will definitely find the maintenance videos interesting as well, and or at least I do hope that you take something out of it. Get stuck in neutral for some reason when I go down some gears. I still have to get used to having 5 gears over 6, and to use more of the torque, like the low end torque. Although it seems perfectly happy to rev up to 5,000 RPMs, I never took it higher than that. It is a strange configuration, this twin cylinder, 360-degree apart. It's really weird, mechanically speaking. So you don't want to push it too hard. It's definitely not going to take 9,000 revs like a BMW or a Honda would. Oh, what am I saying? The Honda CBR 600 that I used to have, the red line was at 13,500 RPM. I remember that one. That was nuts. Nothing happened under 9K, so you're constantly riding flat out pretty much. That's the main reason why I sold the bike. Either I was going to end up dead, or lose my legs, or my driver's license, and I like all of these things, so I sold it. And after that I bought the K100, which was a bit of a tractor, but I shed a lot of weight off of that one. Shed a good 60 kilos off of it and made sort of a cafe racer inspired thing before they were actually a thing. I built that bike I think in 2015 or 2016, something like that. Sold that after a few years of ownership. Bought, and there I'm stuck in neutral again, damn it. So when you're looking for neutral, when you're trying to stop, you can't find it, or you're having a hard time. I have a hard time trying to find it, and when you're just downshifting, I'll often end up in neutral, so I guess I'll learn from that. And as I coast to a junction like this one, I'll just kick down to third and then second, and I'm in first again. Damn it, see, you're trying to look for it and you can't find it. Anyhow, am I in second or in third? I don't even know. But this thing has so much torque, it doesn't really matter which gear you're in. That's second, I think. And then, there we go, neutral. Going on perfectly straight. The chassis on this bike is quite amazing. It's really sure-footed, and I really enjoy it. It's properly well balanced for a bike of its time, and I like it. I really do. It just feels right. It feels marvelous. The braking is so and so, even though the previous owner put some green stuff EBC pads in the front. It does help a bit, although you do need to get them a little warm. So I think I might invest in a set of Dunstall drilled discs, hopefully to give a bit of improvement. There we go, neutral. Don't want it to stall right now. Idle is a little too low, I think. Just keep it like so. What should the idle be, by the way? Haven't found anything about that. And here we go. This thing really goes, if you ask it to. Nothing compared to a CBR or whatever, of course. But, you know, I thought it would be sluggish and old feeling. But it's not. Sitting position is really nice. It's I mean, I could ride like this all day. It's very comfortable, sitting in like an upright position. The legs are positioned very nicely. It's it's generally very enjoyable, like highly enjoyable. I absolutely love it. Every time I take it out, I like it a little more. Just pulling up in third gear, ring the throttle, and it'll take you where you want to go, which is what you like. Well, it's what you want from a motorbike, and without being excessive or obnoxious or anything. Oh, it's nice. I like it. Hello. Now, as the gentleman from Songs from the Saddle says, you genuinely develop a relationship with your motorcycle, and that's why we love them. And I must say that I fully agree. I have a relationship with all of my vehicles. They don't have names, mind you, but you know, I know when they have their little tantrums or whatever. I was in the middle of the road there. The sound is quite nice, although it is pretty tame compared to the one that my late father had, because he had a set of impossible to find John Tickle exhausts. So I'm going to have to settle with some Dunstall replicas, which should be arriving anytime soon. Anyway, thank you all so much for coming along with me, and I'll be catching you all in the next video. Peace out, everybody. Goodbye.